welcome to the midweek roundup. Another busy programme today, and as promised we're going to have some more information on how you can get on the 2023 tour to Lytton Cheney. Anyway, I did promise you we're going to speak about Jim's shirts, so let's find out a bit more about them. So how many of these flowered shirts do you have, Jim?
I'd say about 18 to 20.
Fair enough,
And there'll be a new one every week.
Look forward to that. Jim's shirt. Guess Jim's shirt is
That's
a new
exactly
feature.
it. Yeah.
Great news regarding our welfare officer, and congratulations to Lucy, who's now been made head of welfare for Swim England. So the ones are away to Frimley at Brookwood, and it was another beautiful day. Both of these teams unbeaten, and before the game started, I managed to catch up with the skipper. So Al, here we are at Brookwood. What do you think of the pitch? It's had a bit of a reputation, but it doesn't look too bad, does it?
It's hard underneath. A little bit of mossy stuff on there. This is the first time I've ever been here, so I've never played here before, so I don't really know how to gauge it, what it looks like. A couple of other guys have played here. We're going to bat first. We lost the toss, but I was going to bat anyway, so hopefully the right decision. We've got a strong team today. Really looking forward to the game, as always.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, good luck. This is a ground that's renowned for not scoring hundreds of runs on it, and has had some very exciting low-scoring games. So it was all about whether we could stay in and then perhaps really go for it later in the last 10 overs. Skipper Alan Doyle was in great form as he was building partnerships with everyone who came in to support him. And he went on to get a very well-deserved century, the first one for the club this season.
Dolly.
So there's the Phoenix card at the end of 40 overs. Alan's great 100, and supported virtually by everybody all the way down, trying to push that score along close to 200. But 195 off our 40 overs for 6 wickets gone seemed like a really good score to post. And there's the Frimley bowling, the pick of them being Dan Walker, returning from injury after a nasty knee operation. Dan, their chairman, getting a great 4 for 33, and Imran, always economical. The Frimley set about the chase, but knowing that you can't lose early wickets on this pitch at Brookwood, with the challenge being that you've still got to get the scoreboard ticking over. With Yam and Ross opening for the Phoenix, it was never going to be plain sailing to get off to a flying start. So inevitably, when you're behind the run rate, you've got to push things forward, and that means you're likely to lose wickets. And that's what happened, and the Phoenix were looking to close out the game, and despite a valiant last effort to get some decent batting points, that's pretty much exactly what happened. With all the Phoenix bowlers making a great contribution, and even Stephen Rose having a bowl at the end. There's the Frimley card, batting all their 40 overs, 148, losing 8 wickets. And there's a great effort from the Phoenix bowlers, with Ross Spreadborough being the pick of them with his 4 for 41. Outstanding economical figures from Yam as well, and everybody making a contribution. So there's confirmation of the result. Frimley Phoenix won by 47 runs. The match was played in very good spirits, and thank you to everyone at Frimley, especially Captain BBB and Chairman Dan Walker for their hospitality on the day. That wasn't straightforward, was it?
I don't know. We enjoyed that. I think we bowled really well at the start. They were very, very slow at getting off. I think 20 runs off of 20 overs type thing. So it was, they were really behind the rate all the way through. When we got a couple of wickets, they pushed on a little bit. I was always confident that we were going to do that. So, but fantastic win again.
Job done.
Yeah.
Then we're up the league, I would assume.
Number 4 of the season. Let's keep it going.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
So that's a very healthy league table for the Phoenix, going up there, top of the league, unbeaten currently. But there's an awful long way to go yet. And don't write off the Bourne down there in 6th. They did that last year and came up and got promoted. So back at Hawley, Derek and Dimmers were having a beer. Good to have Derek back from Australia. We were put into bat to see whether we could bat our 40 overs and whether we could put a score that we could defend on. And really exceptional batting from Ginto, who stayed in there just getting short of his half century on 46. Well batted Henry, who came in to steady the innings, with James Martin and DHG scoring 16 in the end. So overall, we got 160 off our 40 overs. Great shot bowling. Well, they made sure they gave everyone a go, and some good bowling figures there, sharing the wickets around. So some brave resistance on the day from Mullin and Curry, and we were a bit too strong for grey shot fours today. Our bowling and a pretty comprehensive job from everybody there. Great to see Taddy Leal getting 2 wickets, Ryan coming in with 3, DHG bowled very well with 3, and Henry, Baz and Luke very economical. A solid win and performance from the Phoenix, and there's just confirmation, a win by 116 runs. Who else did lead the way by some margin, but the rest are all bunched up there with under a point between 2nd, 3rd and 4th. That's a great position for the Phoenix to be in, with Falcon just outside, and don't write off Guildford Fourths just yet. Don't forget you can catch extended highlights from our Henry with his highlights package for the week.
Today's play of the day is Jinto. Jinto, how do you think you went?
Yeah, feeling good, feeling really good. Yeah, good to be part of the winning side again. It's a second straight for win for us. Yeah, it's good.
And come on, you Phoenix.
Yeah, come on, you Phoenix.
Let's take a look at this week's fixtures.
So this weekend's fixtures see our under 11s at Frimley Green Rec playing Overton, and then Frimley Green First away at Midhurst, another important game there, and our 2s at home at Hawley against Guildford Fourths. And then on the Sunday, our under 9s doing really well at the moment are playing Old Basing, and then our Sunday 11 are playing Wimbledon United CC. And then not forgetting the ladies, Frimley Phoenix Flames are at home to Falcon Wanderers. Then only one midweek game, and that's a T20 Academy game against our Dad's Army. The ones will visit Midhurst, and they've been a permanent fixture of Division 6 since 2019, 8th, 6th and 5th. They didn't get off to the greatest of starts this season, losing their first 3 games, but last week against Headley came good with a really good score. This season's Hall of Fame sees Chris Franklin get the runs, and Edward Tupper, who's got a good 3 for 6 there, with Isaac Oakes coming in as being very economical. Well, the 2s, well, they entertain Guildford Fourths. They're a new club, so no history on them. They've had quite a good start to the season, though. And like us, they've had a concession and beat Frimley last week. But also, they have lost to Elstead, who are top of the league. Their Hall of Fame's spread around this year, with Rahul, Jack and Kavala all decent with the bat, and Hikmatullah and Thomas decent with the ball. Well, we missed the Fantasy League last week, so it's time to catch up with that. And also, hello Dolly. Just catching up on a nomination from the 20th of May against Bagshot Lee, and it was for our Jabley, nominated by Henry Douthwaite and Barry Hills. It was an okey-cokey. It was in, then it was out. It was more than just a chance. So,
Hello, Dolly.
here's the top 15 at the moment in the Fantasy League, and you can see Rose Dog shooting into first place, just ahead of Rich Turnbull, then Ryan, myself, Jess still in there in the top 10, BJ Baz, Matt, and Kian, last year's champion now, really starting to make a move on the title. Yoge's just making the top 10, and then these guys are the chasing pack.
Is that you, Jamie Lee?
Lee, say hello to everyone.
Hello everybody, got a cup locked in there.
I don't think any of us quite expected this one to fall so early. Highest batting partnerships, we've had 115 from Rich and Yogi, and then a game against Greyshot, Bikram and Neil put on 186 partnership. So that wiped out quite a few of the members. Rosie's the nearest with 181, but you are still in it if you're Henry Allen and Harrison.
Come on, you Phoenix! After the success of last year's Jolly Boys Tour, it's time to sign up for 2023, where we do it all again. We booked the Old Barn in Lytton Cheney on Friday the 8th and Saturday the 9th of September 2023. Meet at the White Horse for a roll call and our duck race as we kick off Friday night with Phoenix the Movie. Saturday brings us our annual cricket match against our friends at Bridevale. Then back to the barn for the Jolly Boys Last Stand and awards. Who will be this year's Jolly Boy of 2023? And who will be crowned Iggle Piggle? So, see the chairman to book your place, guys, before it's too late. Frimley Phoenix, more than just a cricket club.
You may have seen in the comments the request for some features on VI cricket and a bit of an update. Well, we are the county hub for VI cricket, and we've got plenty more coming up over the season with regards visually impaired cricket. But here's a bit of an insight into VI cricket from one of our indoor players. You may have seen Phoenix indoor player Joe Warren at Winter Nets, and here's why. Joe is a first-year student studying sports science at Portsmouth University, completing a dual degree, and contacted Phoenix to see if we could help with some research. Joe's assignment was on the barriers of benefits of participation in sport, and who better to chat with? Our Phoenix Secretary Gary Dumford and Head of VI Surrey Development. So the best way to understand it, makes sense to have a go yourself. Joe made the point that obviously it takes a little while to get the timing, but he did manage to get it using the domestic ball that has the variation of bounces depending on the category of sight loss. The international ball requires another skill set to be able to manage to master it. And in the end, Joe got it. More importantly, Joe got a first in his assignment. So a fantastic job. Come on, you Phoenix. Nice to see you in a Phoenix shirt as well, Joe, soon. There he is, full of beans. I thank you all. Well, that's all we've got time for this week. And after a message from Oscar, we're going to play you out with how much we love Hawley. It's a bit of Phoenix gold. We'll see you next week, God willing. Come on, you Phoenix.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.
It's time for a bit of the old Phoenix Gold as we take you back to an event. Come on, you Phoenix!